Apple's 2022 WWDC had me really excited and it didn't disappoint. In this video I'm going to share with you my web developer take on what Apple has to offer in innovation and development speed for you. So Apple just revealed their upcoming hardware and operating systems for 2022. Amongst them there are also a new Mac Air, a MacBook Pro 13-inch, so the small version, the new M2 chip, and the iOS 16 and the Mac OS 13. But this being from a web development point, I'm mainly going to focus on the productivity features of these operating systems and also on the hardware. So let's get right into it. So let's get started with iOS 16. This promises to offer new communication and personalized features that will both help you get in touch and disappear. Let me explain what I mean by this. First, let's take a look at the new lock screens in iOS 16. The new lock screen feature that now offers the possibility for multiple lock screens is also completely customizable and makes it possible for you to add multiple user widgets. As I said previously, multiple lock screens. This means that you can simply create a new lock screen that has a complete different feel and designation for it. Notifications now roll from the bottom of the lock screen, and you can also choose to hide them, which I always do. So how does it actually help us do more work and be more productive? Now, all of these new features come together by using Focus. Focus will match the multiple lock screens that you have created, and it will dedicate it to certain parts of the day, by your choosing, of course. You could be, for example, at work, or you could be at the gym, or you could be somewhere private. Now, for example, I could imagine having a lock screen for work, one for personal, and one for my workouts. And the cool part of this is that each lock screen will have its designated widgets and also designated notifications. So when you're at work, you will only get work notification, for example, email, and when you're at your workout or when you're in your personal life, you will only get those notifications. A pretty cool new feature is dictation. Now, we already had dictation, but this is a bit special. So dictation really had me excited. Dictation, as the name implies, lets you type by speaking. It will even replace text by selecting it and talking over it. So we all know that we speak faster than we type. Now just imagine this being available in your preferred code editor. And now imagine speaking your comments instead of typing your comments. And now let's just go a few steps further. Imagine GitHub Copilot, where you could just tell your code and Copilot, which is AI, will automatically write the code for you. Woo! This is just mind-blowing. But the next feature really had me blown away. Live text in video. Again, let's use our imagination, and let's say you're watching one of my coding videos. You could just pause the video and grab onto the code, select it, and transfer it in your code editor. There's nothing more cooler than that. Okay, let's calm down and let's talk about the next subject, which is the new MacBooks and the M2 silicon. Let's get started with the new silicon. So if you thought that the previous Macs with the M1 chip were powerful, just wait till you get your hands on the new M2 silicon chips. They promise, at least, power efficient performance with an enhanced second generation 5 nanometer technology that will feature over 20 billion transistors, whatever the hell that means. So let's just break it down into simple things. It will have a 1 GB per second unified memory bandwidth, which is, well, 50% faster than the M1 chip. The new chip will also deliver 80% CPU performance with the same amount of power output as the M1, but the M2 also features the new 10-core GPU, which will deliver 25% GPU performance with the same amount of power needed as the M1. Now, in a nutshell, the M2 chip will be a beast. Now let's talk about the new MacBooks. So first one, the Mac Air. This is also the first MacBook that is going to receive the M2 chip. This is especially exciting for beginner web developers that not only don't need that much computing power, also don't need that much multitasking and have their investment lowered, because this is the base entrance for any kind of Mac. So they kind of have a good performing, cheap, with a long lasting battery power Mac for beginner web developers. It also comes with MagSafe, which is finally back, 2 Thunderbolt connectivity ports, and 1 audio jack that also has support for high impedancy headphones. And of course, 4 speakers with, as always, great sound. Now, the 18-hour battery life combined with the fast charging, which will give you 50% in just 30 minutes, makes it the best bang for your buck. Just bag it and go. But if you want to kick things up a notch and also go pro, and by going pro I mean game after you're done with coding, well, then you need to try out the new 13-inch MacBook Pro, which also comes with the M2 chip in it. Now the 13-inch MacBook Pro has 20 hours of battery life and an active cooling system, which of course will outperform the MacBook Air. Okay, let's go to the next topic, which is the new operating system for macOS. Apple's new operating system, called Ventura, comes with new productivity features. Especially for you web designers, which I know you can have a ton of windows opened at once, macOS Ventura will help you keep your windows organized with the new Stage Manager. The Stage Manager is activated from the top menu and it places all of your windows, all of your open windows there is, to the left side of the screen. And it only keeps in focus the main window which you're actually active on. Now if you want to switch to another active window, then just simply click on it. With Stage Manager, you can also group multiple applications together and also help you drag and drop files from the desktop into your preferred application, which, believe me, for me as a content creator that does also a lot of video editing, is a much awaited feature. Now in conclusion, Apple's 2022 WWDC has some amazing promises for us web developers, but we will see once we get our hands on these new devices and new features if they really live up to their promise. So let me hear your thoughts on it. What are you excited for? Did I miss something? Did I let something out? Anyways, love you all, keep coding, and catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.